Worst pandemics in history. Most people think that coronavirus is the worst pandemic in the world. National Team Manager, Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Dr. Anthony Fauci, and others prominent in the field have estimated that when all is said and done, COVID-19's mortality rate will be about 1%, 10 times higher than average for the seasonal flu. The mortality rates for past pandemics have been far higher. Middle Ages Europe's 14th century plague is estimated to have killed between 30 and 60% of the population. Old world diseases which Europeans had developed a resistance and immunity to are estimated to have killed between 25 to 50% of many Native American tribes in post-Columbian 16th century North America. Cholera, bubonic plague, smallpox, and influenza. They're among the most brutal killers in human history. And epidemics of these diseases across international borders are correctly defined as pandemic, especially smallpox, which is everywhere history, killed between 300 and 500 million people in its 12,000 years of existence. In this video, we are going to tell you about the 10 of the worst pandemics in history. But before we dive into the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the Amazing Videos TV YouTube channel. Let's get started. Smallpox pandemic, 1877 to 1977. One of history's deadliest diseases, smallpox is a viral infectious disease that causes a significant skin rash and fever. Today, the virus only exists in 2 secure laboratory facilities in the US and Russia. Smallpox is estimated to have killed up to 300 million people in the 20th century and around 500 million people in the last 100 years of its existence. Black Death Plague, 1347 to 1351. Bubonic plague is a type of infection caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium, which is spread mostly by fleas on rodents and other animals. The plague that caused the Black Death originated in China and spread along trade routes westward to the Mediterranean and northern Africa. Plague cases still pop up sporadically around the world, including the United States or China. In the 14th century, Black Death infected 200 million and killed 25 million of the entire global population. Spanish flu pandemic, 1918 to 1919. This was an exceptionally deadly global influenza pandemic caused by the H1N1 influenza A virus. The earliest documented case was March 1918 in Kansas, United States, with further cases recorded in France, Germany, and the United Kingdom in April. 2 years later, nearly a third of the global population, or an estimated 500 people, had been infected, and between 17 to 50 million people were killed in 4 successive waves. Coronavirus, 2016. COVID-19 is a type of viral respiratory infection caused by a coronavirus known as the SARS-CoV-2. Cases were first reported in Wuhan in China in December of 2019, and since then it has spread around the world, becoming one of the deadliest pandemics in history. As of July 2022, 560 million cases have been reported, and the total deaths are 6.37 million. HIV/AIDS pandemic, 1981. The HIV/AIDS global pandemic persists to the present. In 2020, 37.7 million people globally had HIV, 1.5 million people acquired the disease, and it caused the deaths of 680,000 people. AIDS-related deaths have steadily dropped from the 1.9 million that died from the disease in 2005. Hong Kong flu, 1968 to 1970. It was caused by a H3N2 strain of the influenza A virus descended from H2N2 through antigenic shift, a genetic process in which genes from multiple subtypes are reassorted to form a new virus. The first cases of the virus outbreak that year began to appear in the southwestern Chinese province of Guizhou. Flu pandemic, whose outbreak in 1968 and 1969 killed an estimated 1 million people worldwide. 6th cholera pandemic, 1899 to 1923. The 6th cholera pandemic originated in India, where it killed over 800,000 before spreading to the Middle East, North Africa, Eastern Europe, and Russia. The sixth cholera pandemic was also the source of the last American outbreak of cholera. American health authorities quickly sought to isolate the infected, and in the end, only 11 deaths occurred in the US. By 1923, cholera cases had been cut down dramatically. Ebola virus, 2013 to 2016. Ebola, also known as Ebola virus disease, is a type of viral hemorrhagic fever caused by Ebola viruses. It was first identified in 1976 in Sudan in the Democratic Republic of Congo at a village near the Ebola River. Since then, there have been numerous outbreaks across sub-Saharan Africa. However, the only one that spread through West Africa and even crossed borders lasted from December 13 to January of 16. This flu infected 30,000 and killed between 12,000 people, or SARS. This pandemic involved a respiratory disease known as the severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS. The disease was caused by a type of virus known as the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, or SARS-CoV. The outbreak first started in China on November 16, 2002, and from there, it spread to 30 countries around the world. It lasted about 18 months before it slowly diminished, and by May of 2004, no cases were being reported. Through this virus, 10,000 of people were infected and between 2,000 of people are dead. MERS-CoV, another viral respiratory infection caused by coronavirus in the Middle East respiratory syndrome. While cases of MERS have been seen worldwide since the initial outbreak in 2012, it is uncommon outside of hospitals. By this virus, as of July 2022, 2,500 cases are reported, between 1,000 people are dead. This is it for today's video. Make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button for more relevant content. Goodbye.